All right, guys, welcome to vlog number 17 with the Live Surf Love with Sean Doherty YouTube channel. Takes 2 seconds to subscribe. It's free. So by supporting this channel, please subscribe to Live Surf Love YouTube channel. Comment if you like the videos. Comment what you want to see. Comment what you want to learn, and then we could get into more details about that. This video today is gonna be about cross stepping with my actual board, where you could actually see the stringer. So in my last vlogs, I was using a foam board that we have, the wifey has. We do not take that out surfing. It's just our practice board. Take out the fins. I took out this fin right now, and now you'll get to see it, what I'm talking about more into detail with the actual surfboard, with the stringer on the left side, on the right side, and we could go from there. This is intermediate to expert, or beginners going up to intermediate, trying to cross step on the board, get to the hang fives or cheater fives or hang 10. This will definitely help you achieve that goal. So yeah. All right, guys, again, subscribe to Live Surf Love YouTube channel right down there, and would be appreciated. And yeah, comment, like it, and put your post on for more updates. So I'll be posting every Wednesday around like 6 p.m. Pacific time, which is California. And so in the East Coast, that would be, because of the time change, that would be like 8 p.m. And in Hawaii, it will be 4 p.m. So yeah. All right. Look at Maui cross stepping. Look at that cross step. The Christmas tree in the background. And upside down. The back side of the board. Kill it, Maui. Yeah, that's the rail. Cross it. Let's get started on this tutorial on cross stepping with the stringer. And also, let me take off my sandals, my sandals, and I have the Live Surf Love shirt on right now. So if you take off the fin on the board, you can step on the board. So don't be shy to be like, oh my God, am I going to break it? You're not going to break it because I took off the fin. Now, if you leave the fin in, you can bury it in the sand or put a sweatshirt under it. And yeah, you could do that. But I just prefer taking off the fin. And I have the bag underneath. So if you can see the stringer right here in the middle. So the stringer's always, the balsa wood stringer is going to always go down the middle. So when you're popping up or paddling, you're going to be laying down, right? And then you pop up, you get sideways, right? You get low, okay? The first thing you want to do, so let's say the wave is breaking. I always like going right because I'm a regular footer, so I'm going to be facing towards my right. So my left shoulder is going to be in front, and I'm going to be facing that way, so I could actually see what the wave's doing in front of me instead of backside on my left, where I'm like looking like this, and then my backside has to kind of open up. So what I'm going to do is when I pop up and I start cross stepping, I'm going to stay low, but I'm going to be on the right side of the stringer. So the stringer's right here. So right here, I'm going to be on the right hand side of it. So I'm going to be right here cross stepping, not all the way to the rail where your board's going to tip and go like this. You don't want that much. You just want to be on the right hand side because we are going to go this way. So we're going to be on the right hand side instead of the middle. So I would say middle to the right hand side. And you're just going to stay low, take a couple cross steps. See how I have my knees bent too? So you don't want to be like this, trying to cross step. It looks very awkward and uncomfortable, right? So you don't want to be stiff. You want to have a little bit of knee bounce or bend in the knees. So when you get to the nose, right, your knees are bent, and you see the wave, or not the wave, the board kind of dipping in. That's when you want to cross step back. So when the wave is kind of dying, or not dying, but you're out in front of you're not in the pocket as much, and then you see your board going down this because of the water, there's not a lot, you want to start making your way back. So that's when you go like this. And what I try to do, I found a new technique. Instead of like trying to fully like cross step back, try to open up your feet a little bit so it looks like you're just kind of stepping back. You see how I'm doing that? Like, see, I'm not like awkward, like, hold on, let me try to, get like this, right? So you kind of want to be angled where you're like this. You're just angled a little bit. So it looks like So see how it's a lot easier? And when I come back, so again, let's do the forward. So my knees are bent, right? I'm going forward. Same thing when I'm going forward. See how I'm opened up a little bit? I'm not like this trying to, do this, right? You want to be opened a little bit. It's more comfortable in that sense. So I'm opened a little bit, right? So see how I'm angled and I'm cross stepping. And again, another thing, you don't want to be looking at your board. So this is wrong. You don't want to be doing this, right? Cross stepping, because also we don't know what the wave's doing. Maybe we can't do a hang 5 or a hang 10, or maybe, you know what? Maybe we're losing the wave. We're outrunning the wave, and we want to be in the pocket where the wave, the whitewash is like right here. It should be looping on the back of the board. So it should be grabbing like this. So when I'm out here, that water back there should be looping that, so the board won't go up like this. It'll stay flat. So it kind of makes it like a teeter-totter, but evened out teeter-totter. So the water will be looped out. But if we're looking down and we have no idea what's going on in front of us, we're doing it incorrectly. So again, you want to be looking up. So when you're paddling and you pop up, same thing with the pop up. You're looking at where you're going, left, right. What am I going to do on this wave? So again, so you're going to be back and you're going to be cross stepping. And see how my eyes are up? See how I'm opened a little bit? I'm not twisted so in. And I go and take slow steps. A lot of people think like they have to rush, like, oh, like I got to run to the nose. No, that's wrong. Slowly, slow your steps, right? So you want to slow. So you don't want to go like too slow. You're like this, but you want to read it. So you're doing this, cross stepping. I'm looking at the wave, taking my time. And then boom, there's a hang 5 right there, right? And then I can come up if it gives it to me, the hang 10. And then when I see the board, let's say it's dipping down right now it's time to cross step back. And I like to come back in the middle of the stringer. So that's when I like to come back. Again, do what works for you, but this is the proper technique. So I like to come back in the middle because then it keeps the board even, right? So let's say I'm going left, right, to backside and I want to cross step. Well, now I'm going to come on the left side of the stringer. And same thing, I'm opened up, I'm looking up. I know where my feet are going to be on the board, right? You can feel it. And see how I'm cross stepping nice and slow, seeing what it looks like. Boom, hang 5. Ooh, got a little off bounce. And see how I'm coming back in the middle? See how my feet are right in the middle? So that's what's nice about this stringer, right? Foam boards don't have that. The actual, this is polyurethane board, my 10-0. So I love that. So again, if we're going backside on a cross step, and remember, keep your legs bent, not your legs, your knees bent at all time. Don't try to cross step like this. The only time you can do that is if you're doing like a hang 10, and even then you still have a little bend. You're not straight up, but you have a little bend, right? And then when you come back, you just have that little bend. And like I said, I like to be open instead of closed like this. Like, makes it awkward, right? It's like, see how my legs keep rubbing, and in water it's going to be moving. So stay opened up a little bit, a little angled, and that doesn't hurt, and it's easy. Look at how my legs stay even apart. They don't rub. They're not, getting too close to together. I have balance. I have my knees bent, and it's walking, right? All the way back. And I would say another thing is, when you're paddling, you don't want to be too far forward on the board. So you don't want to be all the way up here trying to paddle. So if you see the board dipping into the water, like you're like curling it, you're a little too far forward. You also don't want to be way back here. Let's see if I could get it up. So you don't want the board like that. So if you see the board and you're paddling, it looks like you're climbing a mountain every time. That means you're too far back. You want the board basically just like how it is right now. Flat, even with it is the best way to do it, because then it will give you the most glide and it will stay flat and it won't purl. I like to stay either in the middle or about maybe a little bit like 3/4 back. So like where my logo is, I always put my logo where I put my chin at. So I always like to visualize that, like, okay, that's where I want the logo. So I put the logo of my board. So like right now it's the King's board. So he drew me a picture, and I always try to figure out, with looking at other boards, laying down, when I get my boards custom, I'm always trying to figure out where to put the logo. So I know my chin should be hitting that logo. If I'm too far forward, I know I'm going to be surfing like this and purling, paddling. And if I'm way too far back, I'll be going like this. So just keep that in mind. If you want a logo, and put a logo, put it where you think you can put your face, or your, gives you a little mark, or maybe, hey, back here you could put a little logo. I don't have one in the back, but I just keep that one. But yeah, so let's do it again. So let's go. We're going left, right? So the wave's going like this. So you could fade take off, but again, see how my eyes are up? I'm not even looking. And I get that this is flat land, but when you're in the water, you want to do the same thing, right? Little half step right there, hang 5, hang 10, woo, and then cross step back. So it's right. And see how I'm coming back in the middle of the stringer and doing. And then that way, and also, after you're done cross stepping, when you come back, think of this as your brake, right? Kind of like a skateboard. This is your brake, okay? Gas pedal, and then your stall, okay? So this is your stalling. So stall, gas pedal, brake, okay? So just like that, okay? So that's what we want to do. And so yeah, so again, one more time each side. So bent knees, looking at where I want to go. Ooh, stumbled right there. And just take your time. You don't have to do large steps. You don't have to go, we want to take it nice and even, okay? So we want to, boom, boom. See how I'm not getting too far out? It's not awkward for me. And the same thing going back. I'm not like trying to do a curtsy lunge, right? You want to be comfortable with it. So get where you're comfortable, and then just cross step back, okay? Ooh, you can hear my wax. Sticky. I love it. I like a lot of wax on my board. And I use sticky bumps. If anybody ever wanted to know, I use sticky bumps right now in the wintertime. I'm using cool wax because it is colder. So you could always check the temperature on the boxes, and it'll tell you exactly what temperature you should use. Like warm, I think is like 70 to like 80 degrees. Tropical is like 85 to like 90 if you're in Costa Rica or Hawaii or Bali or any of those warm places. And cool is in California, the East Coast in the wintertime. It's probably like 48 to like 60 or 70, maybe 68 degrees or something like that. So we use cool in the wintertime. But yeah, so that is a tutorial on how to cross step. You could even do a spinner. What we call a spinner is when you get up here, you cross step. I'm doing a little bit quicker so I can get there. And I've been trying to practice this. And a spinner is just doing this, and then I go goofy footer. So I went from regular foot to goofy foot. And then, you could do it again. You could even do a little turn like that. Hang heels and go back and then turn. That one you could go a little bit quicker back because you're not in your normal stance, and then you have to kind of run back a little bit. So that one actually is okay to run back. And yeah, so that's the way to cross step properly on the stringer if you're going right or left. And I hope that tutorial helps, and I hope you get a lot out of it. But yeah, please leave a comment and share it, like it, and yeah, keep those notifications on for new posts. All right, guys, aloha, laters.
not good enough. Split personality, sometimes sour, sometimes sweet. An M. Night Shyamalan story called Everything's Peachy. Can we just skip straight to the plot twist, please? Life's all about balance, and real love takes practice. We know accidents happen, but my love's on purpose. Reciprocate the feeling, find peace beneath the surface. Everything's peachy, everything's peachy. Split personality, sometimes sour, sometimes sweet. An M. Night Shyamalan story called Everything's Peachy. Can we just skip straight to the plot twist, please?
Yeah.
Split personality,